Hi everyone. This weekend I spent some time with this amazing woman from Liberia, Miss Macdella Cooper, who is the advisor and the senior advisor to the president of Liberia. And Miss Cooper, who was born in Monrovia, Liberia, was exiled during the Civil War and migrated to the US. And today, I asked her to take a few minutes of her busy time at the event where I was being awarded to share a little bit about her foundation, which she started when she was here in America, called Macdella Cooper Foundation, MCF. So, Miss Cooper, welcome.
What inspired you to start MCF?
That's a brilliant question. When I was a young woman for the age of 13, living a normal life in Liberia, a civil war broke out in Liberia, and that changed my life forever. Went through the struggles of trying to survive during the war. I saw lots of other young women my age who were being raped, being abused, being used as sex slaves. And although my father was murdered, I was lucky to have left Liberia without a physical scar or abuse. When I arrived here in the United States, I made a pact with myself along the way and said, if I ever become someone, because I survived, anything I deserve the survival, I receive. As I said, if I ever become someone, I would do whatever I can to support those young women who are going through hell. And so when I got to the United States, I was lucky, although I was living in ghettos, but I got a full academic scholarship to go to any college of my choice. I graduated before I could graduate. I was recruited and got a high-paying job in New York. I made it. I left the war alive. I came to the United States, the country of my dream, living in New York, working in New York, making all this money. And I felt a sense of, no, this is not all for you. Yeah. You got to do something to help those young women who are not as lucky as you.
I poured the cord. It's always in there. Like you try to ignore it.
Yes, it's there.
Yeah.
And so I started a foundation right in New York City, got some incredible people to come and support us. And the foundation grew, and we helped so many young people, rescue a lot of young children who parents could not afford to carry them along the journey. And these parents literally told their kids, I have to leave you on the streets. And they left those babies on the roadsides. And we went around just collecting those babies. And the foundation, eventually built a whole boarding facility, which is called the MCF Academy. It was really a place to rescue young children from the streets who have been left behind.
I love the work you're doing with kids, and I know you work with kids, and you cannot work with kids without working with women. So talk to me about the microloan program that you have.
Okay, so I'm a researcher. And so when we started research as to why these kids were being left behind, we noticed that the parents would not care for them. Why the parents would leave their children behind? Because they didn't have enough funding to take care of themselves. But the Africa I know, the Liberia I know, people don't leave their children behind. It was extreme harshing. It was a lack of access to resources. So we figure, well, the women would never leave their children. And either the men left, to go look for a job or do whatever, or, hardship just pushed them away. The women are not prone, they just don't leave their children. So our solution was, let's support the women. Let's give them businesses. How do you give them businesses? Give them microloans to make a small business. And so that's what we did. And it became really successful. Women go into the market, they had more funding to buy fruits and vegetables or secondhand clothes, and they sold it, and they were able to earn a living to support their household.
I like the saying you had earlier, that when you give money to a woman, she will feed the family. But when you give money to the man, you just never know.
So if people are trying to help, how can they reach out to you or the foundation?
Well, they can reach out to you. You're connected with me. So we, the foundation is there. We have a U.S. base and a base in Africa. So we're open to the support. We want people to come out. There are still so many more children that need help. And one of the things we're working on now is reproductive education for young girls. Informing young girls how babies come alive and how they become about. So if they're not ready, not to have the babies, wait until they're ready so they can provide a decent home and a decent life for these children. So reproductive education and prevention, something that we're heavily supporting right now. And so we really need a support. The young people need education. We continue to support young people's education and also women, support women in the businesses, small businesses, funding. We started with 200. No, most of the kids have gone off. They've passed right through. They're working. Some of them are finishing up college. And oh no, the kids are big kids now. We took them in small, and now most of them are in the early 20s. And so it's been a whole life. We've raised some good kids.
Yeah, and I'm sure they look back now. They give back some of them.
But some of them are the ones who are promoting the foundation's work now.
You see?
What is that? What does it mean? We provide jobs for them. The foundation still continues, but now we focus on getting them. How do we keep them?
Yeah. Because I think that's one thing, like, like you've talked about the Africa appropriation before first. Young people, it's like they can get high school education, but if we don't take them further,
Higher education.
we are not doing it.
And we didn't plan to go through higher education. We planned just to get them through high school, but then we couldn't leave them. So we built a partnership with Notre Dame University. So we have children go to Notre Dame. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. So Notre Dame has a branch in Liberia there and students there. So it's, yeah? Oh, yeah.
Well, I love the ways that you're doing it. Thank you so much for taking it from me to talk with me. I know you're a busy lady and I'm with fire. And I can say, like, funeral me promo.
Amen.
Thank you so much.
And congratulations on the award.
Thank you so much.
Major.
Thanks for watching. For more stories of people that are impacting the African continent, especially women, please visit our website www.acafeproject.com. Follow us on social media channels, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and LinkedIn as well. We have a new campaign that just launched this month, so please check it out. It's called ACAFÉ 30. Thank you.